Hi, have you ever been to the beaches and felt disgusted looking at the plastic crowding the shorelines? Have you ever felt the guilt of buying too much online or offline? Have you ever went to see any of the landfills which are full of crap that has boxes, used clothes, all kinds of wires, equipments, all kinds of waste material? Then you should definitely read this book, The Buy Nothing, Get Everything Plan by Liesel Clark and Rebecca Rockefeller. Our authors felt the same thing and then they started the Buy Nothing project. Today, this community, the Buy Nothing community, is 1 million members strong and has 6,000 volunteers. The philosophy of this book and the community as such is very simple. They're looking for alternatives to buying, that is an alternate to the market economy, and which these guys call the gift economy. The model is actually based on a very simple thing, that is, you give distribute your goods or services free. You do not trade them, do not sell them, do not barter them, and whenever you give without having any kind of expectations of any kind of rewards for that matter. So this book talks about how they started very small, with a small community back in 2013, and they basically based this whole thing on four basic principles of 4 R's that they call it, that is reduce, refuse, reuse, and recycle. Then the kind of community went ahead to become pretty huge. Their model kind of got adopted in several countries, and people from New York Times, Washington Post, Australia Broadcasting, NPR, NHK Japan went ahead and covered their stories online. Now, this book, some 200 pages book, is filled with examples talking about how people have implemented this concept of buy nothing. They have given examples of how people have gone ahead and had their entire wedding sourced with things from the community. People have raised their children using the things from the community. People have went ahead and sponsored trips to their fellow community members, and so on and so forth. So very pleasant, very positive examples of actually implementing the buy nothing philosophy. The book at several places also gives you so many small citations of scientific evidence, sometimes scientific stories, talking about how not just plastic but the likes of plastic have kind of created a threat for our economy, have created a threat for our environment. The consumption psychology has kind of gotten into our minds, and also that has led to side effects to the environment. Now, this book has some wonderful pages, and you'll see a lot of bookmarks over here. This book has list of 50 things, the 50 things that you can share, the 50 things that you can lend, the 50 things you can that you should never buy, the 50 things that you can make at home, all trying to tell you how to reduce, refuse, reuse, and recycle. Something like your paper towels, your zip bags, you should never buy them. Something like your household cleaners, your salad dressing, your rag rugs. These are the things that you can make at home instead of buying them from outside. Things like books, toys, garden supplies, fabrics. These are the things that you can share within the community. Things like party supplies, garden equipment, your garden mower, something like your ski skates, snowboards, uh, different types of party supplies, your carpet cleaners, your costumes for the costume party, etc. All of these things, and a list of such 50 more items, are the things that you can possibly lend and borrow. So they have plenty of such examples and lists given to facilitate you to kind of follow their ideology of buy nothing. Now, the most important part of this entire book is the heart of the book itself, that is the 7 steps of the buy nothing program. So the step 1 is to give. That is, how do you start being generous and start giving the things that you have in abundance. Step 2 is to ask. They say that it is very important to ask for the things you want, because it is essential for the overall health of the buy nothing philosophy. The third step is to reuse and refuse. There are plenty of tips that are given in this book on how you can reuse and refuse things. The fourth step is to reflect, and the whole idea over here is to prevent you from impulse buying. So you reflect on what you already have before you make that purchase. The fifth step is to make kind of fix the things that you have, so kind of repair. So there are a lot of tips also given on the things that you can repair. Fix first, kind of reduce the waste footprint before so basically fix before buying is what they are trying to say. The sixth step given over here is share, lend and borrow. So lot of tips given on, like I said, the list of 50 items that you can share and lend and borrow. And the last step, that is seventh step, is gratitude. So they say that you should be thankful for what you have, and you should thank those who helped you or who gave you things that you asked for. So gratitude is an important part of the 7-step program. Now, if you're thinking of kind of implementing the gift economy model that these guys are talking about, then they have also mentioned about how you can kind of start your own gift economy. Lastly, I would like to end by talking about just kind of summarizing the entire book. Their whole idea over here is to tell you that give up on the stuff that you have and go and pick up some friends. Connect with your community. Shop less. Think twice before you go ahead and buy new things. Try to shop at home for the things that you need, and kind of turn your junk into treasure. Someone's junk is someone else's treasure. So the Buy Nothing, Get Everything, it's a book full of ideas. I'm sure if you read this at the end of the book, you're going to feel motivated to look out for the things that you need within your community. You're going to feel like kind of shopping less and buying at home. So definitely give this book a read, The Buy Nothing Get Everything Plan by Liesel Clark and Rebecca Rockefeller. Never a dull moment in this book. Thank you.